those basic techniques are going to help you to come out of it. So it's very important that your bases are clear so that you can approach new techniques, and then you can jump to all the advanced plugins and stuff like that.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into Nodes of Design. To help support our mission, spread knowledge, and knowledge should not be hidden behind paywalls, we have a very special guest on our today's show. Let's welcome Nikhil Pawar, aka Dope Motion. Nikhil is one of the prominent players in motion graphics and VFX industry, helping a lot of people around the world understand and teach motion graphics with a network of 238k subscribers on YouTube. He also worked with prominent clients like Cooler Master, Adobe, Envato, Wix, and Storyblocks. On today's episode, he shared his insights on motion graphics, on how should one begin in motion graphics, and what is his creative process while designing some great animation and cool graphic designs. So stay tuned and happy designing, everyone. Hey Nikhil, welcome to Nodes of Design.
Hey man, thank you so much for having me.
So Nikhil, for our audience, if you could give a brief about you.
Sure. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Nikhil. I'm a motion and visual designer here from India. I have been doing this for around 8 years now, and it's been pretty fun.
So for the listeners out there, Nikhil is one of the leading motion graphics artists in India with a YouTube channel that have more than 230k subscribers, and he's giving so much knowledge on his YouTube channel. That's the Dope Motion. There are some really dope videos that you could see it out there. So Nikhil and me are gonna talk on motion graphics today.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Let's begin then. So Nikhil, to our young listeners out there, what is motion graphics and why is it so unique and essential?
Motion graphics essentially is like a part of animation. Like animation is a very vast field, and motion graphics is a small part of it. Like there are various different animation, like various different fields under that animation tree. Is like clay animations, frame by frame animations, and all this animation comes into this main like animation category, and motion graphics is a small part of it. It's basically like animation of graphic design, but with the animation of these designs you also need to convey a story, a message that should attract your viewers. So it's very interesting to convey a story using shapes, elements, colors, and various different things. So that is why I find it very unique and very interesting to play around with it.
That's great, Nikhil. So now if someone's really passionate about to begin this or to start with, how should he do it?
For like today, it's very easy to get started with anything related to design, because there are so many platforms out there like YouTube, Skillshare. On YouTube, I think YouTube is more than enough if you get started with something. And then if you decide to get more serious about it, and if you want to learn like in-depth techniques, then you can take on online courses. There are so many websites that offer free online courses and paid as well. So, and considering like today's situation where we all are stuck at our houses, so it's a great time to get started learning some amazing courses online. So yeah, if you want to learn for free, or if you want to get started for free, then YouTube is like more than enough. And if you want to learn any specific any specific skill like portrait design or logo design, and you want to learn that particular skill in complete depth, then I would suggest like you can take out free courses online.
Thank you, Nikhil. So I see a lot of your videos on YouTube have so many cool animations, so many cool movement and graphics and all flowing around. So what is your creative process in making all those?
My creative process is actually very simple, but I think like each one of us has a different, creative process to begin with. But mine is very simple. Like, if I want to, like, if I'm preparing for a tutorial, then I would like to go over and do a lot of research, and I spend like 50% of my complete project time in just doing a lot of research, so I can go through all the designs that I can find on internet, and then I can create my mood board. Like I select all the design that I like, that inspires me, and to create a separate mood board, and then I can go through that mood board and then start building up the creative project, whatever that I'm going for. If I'm creating a title animation, then I like to search a lot of title animation like designs and stuff, not just title animation, but for example,
far.